from University of Sierra Leone because they are talking about a strike action, and that could affect the entire academic calendar. Graduation right now for students them at the university is on the horizon, so a possible strike action could mean that could be put to a pause. Not even talking about admission processes, we're still ongoing. Even for postgraduates, we should start, around next week for even begin to postgrad student them. And basically, the entire academic calendar could be disrupted if we have a strike action. And the academic staff association, they have been asking for a review of their salaries, citing a number of things them we get for deal with inflation and the rising cost of living across the country itself. So that is something we want to talk about a bit shortly, and once we get a talk about it, then we'll understand where the position is on that. Because why should they talk about that? We have so many things around education for talk about. So on the line now, we get JT Leby, when at the head of the university, then alumni and public relations, basically. Good morning, Mr. Leby.
Yeah, good morning, Jawad.
So, waiting at the latest on the academic staff association and position regarding on our welfare situation at the university.
You don't put in a tight corner. That position is basically the call for an improvement, a review of condition of service.
Okay.
But now the academic staff association put them out.
All right.
And they wear two hats. Me academic because I the lecture, but me administrative staff as well as the public relations directorate.
Okay.
So I can only talk about the implication of that, because the reality is that as much as now the university costs now employ we, now the government now they pay salaries. So those grievances are not directed to the university per se, even though they address them to the chairman of court. But the reality is that the government they pay salaries, and I understand the negotiations they go on between the Ministry of Higher and Technical Education and Academic Staff Association. It's the Union of Academic Staff Association across the country.
Okay.
So we can only comment on the implication.
And let's talk about implication, because we know say admission, when I just try for wrap that up, how could that impact the academic calendars when I don't prepare them?
Absolutely, it go stall them. It go stall them because we're on full gear now for try for revert to the traditional academic calendar. We know they it quite, but we are almost there. And so if this strike come again, it go just wreck the whole situation. It go just put me backwards. Not forget the twin epidemics. First it was Ebola, and then COVID-19 can disrupt the academic calendars. And just when we want go back to the traditional calendar, we will get another academic staff strike where derail the academic year. So they try for catch up. So it could definitely impact severely. It will put VBN. It will disrupt the academic calendar, and we look forward to seeing an amicable resolution of the situation between Academic Staff Association and the relevant authorities.
Speaking about academia, yesterday we see don't put out the fee structure for Commerce, IPAM, and University of Sierra Leone. So really, when I don't put that out, but are we seeing any major increments in fees, given always the cry about getting more funding for the university?
Yeah, so increments, yes, but major increments, no. Because, the fee comprises two components. One, na the tuition, the other, na other charges. So, in terms of percentage, it range between 25 and 30%. And that is below half of the inflation percentage, the inflation rate in the country. If you go to Statistics Sierra Leone, they will tell you the latest inflation rate, way not below 60%. So we basically try for review the fees for let reflect that reality there. But because the government institution, negotiations then go back and forth, and finally will resolve or settle between 25 and maximum 30% increment. So yes, there is increment in the light of the realities of the country right now.
A lot of the time, when they say una know they get enough money from student employment pay, the government or other people will just blame on how una they collect them money in the first place. So what is going to change in terms of making sure the university has enough money to run itself?
Well, would they try for one, close and loopholes them where they make rogue elements, then they deprive the university for getting money, as waiting may happen, where some people in a certain banks then collude with students them for giving fake bank slips. Would they close that loophole? But also they work with money services. So for example, Orange Money, Afri Money, and this one where they work with Rokel Commercial Bank.
Okay.
That are SIM couple. Yes, so we work with them to see how students then go able to pay directly into the university account, so that they minimize human interface, basically. So, but it's therefore largely going to be the traditional way of collecting fees. Basically, we know they get enough money simply because the vast majority of students know they pay, and they know they pay because of two things. One, you get over half of not, or even above that, we get a whole lot of SLG, and that money now forthcoming. Then amongst the one that win are self-sponsored, then the percentage when they pay lower than those that are paying. Those that are not paying, sorry. So that's the situation we face. Except when we approach congregation, then go final year, they have no option but to pay that money before they graduate. By then, the money would have lost some of its value. So that's the reality.
All right. Thank you very much for talking to us this morning.
My pleasure.
All right. That James Tambalebi from the University of Sierra Leone, we just been the talk to we about that particular situation there, and if a strike happen, how could that affect the entire academic calendar? Like I say, you get new students and more enter, and then you get student away for graduate, and all of that could be held up if all of this ruffling is not settled as soon as possible. But away from that a bit, we'll try to get the Academic Staff Association themselves really for comment on that particular issue. Then once we have someone, we could get them on the line as soon as possible. But while we're talking about that, we'll look a bit about into politics. So the agreement with the Sierra Leone, the government of Sierra Leone gets with the APC following that dialogue now for really establish an agreement for national unity, forget that electoral systems and management body. So they may agree saying a three-way leadership, and that three-way leadership means a government. They suggest some people that with the APC, they suggest some people that with the then the donor community or the one them with our friends or with the support salon then self-suggest the young people that did the leadership. APC gets rights to serving nomination. The president has agreed to that, and so according to a statement where they out now from the press secretary office. So the process really for put together that committee day and for let the committee start their work as soon as possible will start, and today there will be a launching of that particular committee day at State House, yes, around 4 p.m. So that will be ongoing. So that's a major development on the political landscape. So that hopefully that electoral systems we go see the timeline. I think they have 6 months really for putting some work and give you some results. We go see what all of that will turn out into. So once we have someone as well to talk to, we will put them through on the line on that particular issue there. But this is a morning that we've also been talking extensively about child labor, and in politics the two MPs them we really could be affected by that APC reports, that disciplinary report, are still out of the country. But once they get in, we will know their thoughts them. But by Thursday morning, a lot of things might be clear, because Wednesday there's a crunch meeting really for determine. So I think we have on the line now Solomon Jamiru, the press secretary when the press secretary to the president, we will put them through and we'll talk a bit about that electoral systems review committee day where the president is set to announce, and then they will get immediately to work. Good morning, Mr. Jamiru.
Good morning, Epic Radio. Good morning, Ms. Family.
All right. So walk we through a bit how far on I don't come with this electoral systems review, because now it looks a bit complicated with a three-way leadership where governments of Sierra Leone don't agree with the APC.
Ms. Family and members say last month from October 16 to 18, the All People's Congress Party government be engaged in a peaceful, frank dialogue where the Independent Commission for Peace and National Cohesion, supported by the African Union, ECOWAS, and Commonwealth, be facilitated. And that dialogue, they end up with an agreement for national unity, going to be a 7-point plan. The first resolution that plan that His Excellency the President before addressed the nation, and indeed His Excellency the President be addressed the nation on October 24. The second resolution that APC for end them boycott and resume their participation in governance, which they have done. The third resolution now the constitution of that cross-party committee for electoral systems and elections management bodies review. So the launch of that very important committee, Jawad, na in the happened today in the State House at 4 o'clock.
So are they assume say everybody don't make a own nomination for people who will be on the committee, and those nominations will they be read public?
So the parties be done they engage, and I want to use the opportunity again on behalf of His Excellency for pay tribute to the leadership of the All People's Congress, and specifically Dr. Samura Wilson Matthew Kamara and his team, and also Dr. David Moyne Asenga will lead the government team. And both sides really don't they engage at the dialogue na Bintumani, and even after the dialogue, then we don't they engage. And indeed, those nominations have been made, and His Excellency the President will speak a lot more about this for the launch and what we will see in the coming days and weeks.
And the leadership structure of this has changed, of course, following that dialogue, because when the president first announced this in his speech in Parliament, he said that the vice president go head him. So does this mean when I still nominate the vice president for take some role in the leadership structure of that committee there?
Well, I want for His Excellency the President will formally launch this, and I go want for me to all just give him that courtesy and opportunity for speak to him. If the same thing would happen, we will know if anything has changed in the true spirit of the dialogue, the negotiation, and the commitment and the agreement of the parties. I should say the public will know from today and in the coming days as well.
And when finally the president going to announce this committee and they get to work, how long will they have really for puts them work together and present and so all?
I think it's my recollection of the agreement and the resolution. I think they talk about a 6-month period. But I am sure once the launch takes place today, I am sure both parties are prepared that will mark the formal commencement of the review process.
All right. Thank you very much for talking to us this morning.
Thank you, Jawad, for the opportunity.
All right. Dana Solomon Jamiru, we just been to give you some context about the electoral body day with them. We then performed today and announced hopefully the members and they, and of course then in terms of reference and their work, and of course we now know saying a 6 month they will go for take. So all fingers will be crossed to see what really comes out of it. So we have 20 more minutes here. It's time now to take your calls on 079 994 993 on so many of the things that we don't discuss here this morning. And of course, it turns out that a lot of people really get interest on the subject of child labor we'll discuss here this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Dauda.
You're welcome, sir.
Yes. This academic staff association, they want to make this thing a sort of habit. Almost every year, they can give this notice. When the time reach, then go, then sit down, then negotiate, then say, okay, we don't suspend, we strike, because they don't promise we so. That promise they don't ever fulfill it. But every year, when they make that strike day, sometimes at the time where the students they want to do the exams, then just for waste their time, do all kinds of things. As academicians, when we not talk about something, we not talk make sure say we not go through and when we not go there back again. But every year, this strike notice, please, we not bookman them. About this negotiation or this meet where they get for me to talk about electoral process, electoral laws. I hope say instead they no go sit down there, they hang again. This kind of election will happen this year. Let them really go put things then together where this kind of election no go ever happen in this country. Okay. Election happen, we get for bringing EU, Africa Union, ECOWAS, everybody can negotiate. Please, let's talk. We want to put things in place.
Thank you very much. Let's hear from more people here. 079994993. 11 minutes past the hour 9. And let's go and hear your thoughts about these very important issues as we've been discussing. And good morning. Hello.
Hello, brother.
Yes, Suleiman, welcome.
Yes, my boy. I tell you, thank me Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had more wisdom for your first topic. You on topic now they talk about. Many people they take sense inside it. For this meeting, for this election business where they give us do today, my brother. I want to ask if enough for the long time they give for do for any kind of election where give for can be. If fine, that means the past election they not been better. Now me say so. What do I want advise APC? For them what they do within them political party, in order to help them. This sack, made them learn lesson from the vice president where they been sacked, unically. And that way they go continue with them. Made them learn lesson from that side. They made them try for settle within themselves. That end the country they go before. But if then they scatter, it go hamburg we. And that vice president where they be sacked. Believe me, they fed them until they put them back in the right position because greed enough find a society. I tell you, thank you, brother.
Thank you very much. 079994993. Let's go. Let's hear from more people here on these very important topics and we're going to discuss here. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, George.
Yes, I'm talking from Central.
Yeah, thank you, my brother. What take me the advice, this committee, with the president go commission today, make them do in the good faith of the country, devoid of party. Now that's me the prayer and advice. Let them work in the interest of Salone and the Salone people. Because most of the important parts of this country, people that work in the interest of party rather than the country. So the one that they don't choose for go serve the committee, make them do in the interest of this country. And this issue gave away the child labor business, you want me what I mean so much, the parliamentarians and honestly most of them will go there to go parliament, not for interest. That few. Because I listened in one sister program this morning where I let Honorable Samai, that's some issue. Now they wanted to call Honorable them because they fit for the people interest. That's one day. But most of them will parliamentary Jawad. Then they can't to the course of your opinion, can meet we got a palace, that's what you want to pass over. I can quite support. I know the people that can blame say they tell you could go have secret society and go form.
Thank you.
But with the people that government things change for the betterment of this country. Thank you.
Let me hear from more people here. 079994993. Let's hear your thoughts on these issues. Good morning. Come on your radio set, please.
Yeah, Abdul the call for the reason.
Abdul, go on.
The talk I'm playing with this country, politicians, they not elect me. Not elect this nation, they not elect me, the people. One thing you need to the back for realize. We allow them to prepare for religion can't win.
Hello, Ab, you still there by radio set, so we get a bad feedback. You mind moving away a bit?
Okay. Then we allow them to make.
Okay, I think we lost you there. All right, please call us again and just move to a better location where we know to get a bad feedback, so we'll get your points clearly. Good morning.
Jawad.
Bumper, go on.
Bumper. Jawad, waiting me they look at the Jamie who don't talk. We they wait for see the composition of the structure with the government say, because you know say we don't talk about vice president, they do object that. Because you even though will be the referee there, you won't be again the player. But again, this is a big slap to all Sierra Leoneans. Look example, Liberia, how the election take place, Jawad. Look what you have with them compared to we. That means say we own democracy. You say you know mature, and we need for nurture because we all they go to competition of democratic best practice. If they tell they be so that provocation to we, that means say the institution are not transparent. That means say the institution are not credible. The IUC don't know. Say if you go get trust. That one of the things and they don't know they can invest with trust, not the inside institution them. And the way how we they appoint people them, we the more use the political angle that we say we all forget about the national issue. And the national issue now come first. You come to the area of them academic staff here. We the say now lip service government they try to do to them. And then say na family people them. We look about wages and salaries of other people them when a government will manage. They will compare to them. I feel say no good for right home about.
Okay.
You know, fit any year they count this year every year. No, it's solve this year one time for all with them so that let we say due them, which is due to them.
Thank you very much. Let's go and hear from more people here. 079994993. Let's hear your thoughts on these issues. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Name was I call from?
James from Susi.
James, you're welcome.
You know, this dialogue and political settlement hold on when I want to you. So be very careful with that. Let people not feel to see because now other man sit down at the chair. Then we don't sit down there, do well than this person. We don't did it now. All be get problem. All sides get problem. And this is the thing where politicians and all the or supporters know they feel know they think about. Now make this country to go beyond. Every election went from after the 2002 election, every election we don't conduct in this country we get problem. Every election. So Lord will go with clean heart and Lord will do the right thing for the country. The people do not begin support. Hey, this time be bad, this election. Liberia begin compare with Liberia. Liberia then get their own way out of things. We don't be bad. So correct now. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's go. 079994993. Let's go and hear from more people here. 079. Okay, good morning. Hello.
Good morning, Jawad.
Commander Jibo, you're welcome.
Thank you very much for your knowledge. Always in the brink and Republic of Sierra Leone and Ethic Radio. Me, Allah bless, God bless Ethic Radio for bring right information in Republic of Sierra Leone. Jawad, me not they go far. The academic staff here.
Hello.
It goes sad for like we all know say Sierra Leone today. We all with priority about education. But if the people there where the driver, where they then before then they cry, we heading, which how would they go? And Jawad, about SLPP, me I'm not a labor partner. But when he hear Jamiru, me no say at the end of the day this thing they solve. Jawad for the ordinary man. Me not for say that for them then keep away the home and keep away then the ride. But the country belong for us. So if then they settle, let them settle to where they benefit the country. Thank you very much. Me na Dr. Alhaji Commander Jibu.
Okay. I like how you type to them they add every day. But thank you very much for calling 079994993. We'll get 20 minutes downside the hour. I get 10 more minutes to go. Good morning.
Yeah, Pajawada, you do.
Mr. Rogers again.
Actually, what they don't begin do so, we're happy about it. Because every day people then they talk differently about the past elections. And elections, the one who don't watch now this country, the one we don't one of the best one day. But if actually this one where they go arrange now, it depends on how the people then go get the country at heart than the political party. Where tomorrow election go can all within they don't within they go sit down and talk here and people then go left them. Then they begin pull other style again for the political party. So within they go right here and to let them listen and put her into implementation. I mean your contribution there.
Okay. So when that committee they finally come into action by May next year, we expect the report. But let's just be realistic here. More than half of the people that work for us don't on that committee, they're politicians. From the two main political parties, SLP and APC, I don't know if they get for put other political parties in the committee, but you get forget most of the people from APC. And like it or not, they all get for at some point protect their party interests. So that is something we expect of them because they are politicians. So let's not kid ourselves here. But I understand the optimism way and of course the caution where everybody they give. Let's think about the country interest. Yes. Then on paper, they all go say that. It left to them now for let them live up to that when they finally sit down at the committee as politicians now for decide. But let's go and hear from more people. Hear from the Epic Morning Show. If you just join me, good morning. Move away from your headset a bit. Good morning. Name where you call from?
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Name where you call from?
Concerned Citizen Cleveland.
You're welcome, sir.
I mean, at least Jawad, na good thing President Bill do so. Now this we expect from him. To whom much is given, much is expected. Especially when na peace and conflict, na in background when it comes from. You know, the level where Sierra Leone been don't reach. Sierra Leone been also divided. You know, and we can always use for the point finger. But let me don't go far. Let me just go Liberia, Nibaya. Look Liberia the election, Jawad. Look with transparency. You know, you show and open show saying he's a Democrat. Now that's what they expect because quick we don't point finger compare ourselves to other countries. Then now then we get for the copy. It's a shame for make every time we hold election they get from bad to worse. But I commend the president for his step we don't take, and I pray that the people that we go in charge of them committee and they go get Sierra Leone at that. I guess my case. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. That prayer there as well. Maybe the committee for start then work by going to mosques and church as well and do some small service and let people and pray for them as well. Yes, that should be on the card. But we get 24 minutes downside the hour 9 here. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Name was I call from?
Mr. Zawad, Chefman from the station there.
Yes, but you have to be audible a bit so we'll get you clearly.
So let God help you, bro. Let God make
okay.
Hello,
okay, let's see. All right, let's go. I think we lost that caller, but I'll call we again. 079994993. Good morning.
Yeah, outside of phone center.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah, I would just say this is one of the best elections I ever get. Best elections. Donors, the partners in the completely the election may get problem. If the election be proper, we don't follow. We sit up and talk like this. No way. You see, we go for you accept reality. We go for the accept reality in the sense that waiting happy, not could look at the way we see them. Then I want to lay the fears of Koto
Suleiman.
You see, discipline is way for any society, club, gathering, or whatever, even government. The dynamic like you put them law, then they say we supposed to go against the laws of the club, then they discipline you. But fortunately for we don't get a case law, we don't get a precedent. So nobody go on this kind of decision where people will take. And you know, go try to make a decision where you will get by elections. These are list system. So they are anyway the bottom of the list and they will come up. Not a situation will say I will face you go into by election because we go contest we go lost. No, you go lost members. No, you know lost members. And again, unfortunately again, we know the cross carpet not again. So that's what there is no way they go say they will go SLPP, then go finally lost in seat if they decide for discipline them. Thank you very much.
Very much. Let's go and hear from a few more people here. We're 4 more minutes. So let's see how many calls we're able to squeeze through that. Good morning. Hello.
Yeah, Mr. Jawad, good
morning. Mohammed, you're welcome.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Go on.
Yes, sir. The decision with the APC they want to take to that. Hello?
Yes, go on. We get you, brother. Go on.
Yes, sir. The decision with the APC they want to take for pulling 2 man there, I'm not saying a good idea. Because then 2 people then they now Sierra Leone and there. Now they elect then 2 people they follow them work for them. I don't see anything wrong for where them work without their knowledge. But wait, when they don't vote for you need for going work. And that means it's saying
okay. I think suddenly you line just drop. Okay, let's see how many more calls can we put through here. 079994993. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning, Jawad.
Yes, Lamin Samurai, welcome.
Yes, sir. You see, every elections been done to get problem at this country. But this particular election are the worst. Because for all election we will get, like the first time this we see America put a sanction for this country because of elections. So these are the worst. We just hope and pray, say His Excellency will drop in pride and forget about the vice president for lead that kind we set the investigation day for the 2028. Let it put a neutral person so that it will save the soul of this country. This country is suffer.
Well, in reality, not in one normal get for appoint people in the committee. The opposition as well get their own number of people as well. They put in the leadership. The leadership is a 3-way, like according to the agreement we then get. So not in one normal get forget say okay this person is going to be. So they have made a compromise already.
Okay, they don't make a compromise, but we also appeal to them that until they don't tell and say the vice president not for Dede. For let it save the soul of this country, let's just forget about the vice president and use another person.
Thank you.
And we are beginning the suffer at this country. Lord will be serious this time for this child abuse within at this country.
All right, thank you very much. Let me see how many more calls can we put through. Maybe one last one, 079994993. And let's go. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning, Jawad.
Good morning.
It's the Governor One, at the local community.
All right, Governor, you're welcome.
We've been listening for far too long the Epic Radio. Let God bless you.
Thank you very much.
Because una the educate Sierra Leoneans. And the APC business is for the APC people and is for Sierra Leoneans. We want to say the dialogue and the committee where they try for set up will be credible and transparency in the hands of the APC. We want to say Naya, the APC party ready for take
Hello.
We know.
Okay. All right. Please call us again. Let me just spare one last call for come through. And good morning.
Yeah, Mr. Jawad.
Yes, sir.
Man again, check my side. Let go to the saviors. Alone, let go help you no more. But what are the layman? You know, can I say or Gary the service? Just focus in on because alone politician then you say you take and put on a gate, you without stress. Let the layman focus towards what he do. They all are the same. APC, SLPP, they all are the same. Let's just focus towards what we do. You know, then let's pray for a good leader. We'll not get good leader too. Let's pray for him. You know, let God bless you, chef. We always see the make we have to count on small. I so appreciate you. That's not lie.
Thank
You
you
really
very
give me
much.
courage to go there. Let God make you stay long and let God protect you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so this is where we draw the curtain down on the show here this morning. It's 9:30 exact from 6 o'clock, and we will be back again here tomorrow, really, for bring you more and more news. Mina Mohammed Jawajali, thanks a lot. You've been watching us live on Slick TV channel 37, and we've also been live on Epic Radio and Choice FM in the east end of Freetown. We'll be back again here tomorrow.
Hey, it's your station. Anywhere, anytime.